and then we can remove this. We're also going to go ahead and remove this other T30 from here right now, because I can get it back in there afterwards. And set that down. So now we're going to do a quick comparison of the two and make sure we don't have any extras. So we have that matches. We've changed our connector styles to the reds. Yeah, everything matches up. So now we're going to take this and slip it back in here and hurt my knee. We want to use our pick to slide these in. Once they are in all the way and you hear them click audibly, we're going to get all of them in there first. That's in. We can push the red locks down on all of those. We're going to take this and go under, set this up here, clip that into place. That's there. This is going to come around and go right here on the fuel pressure sensor, bottom side. Push that in, make sure it's locked. These two come over here. This one goes around and plugs in to this runner sensor. So we're going to just set it over here by the oil filter. We'll move this up and out of the way for right now. Along with that, take our intake manifold and spin it back around, sliding it back into there. Grab this and go ahead and plug him in and lock them. Now, the next thing we got to do is so we have this one that loops back up and around, and that goes into our cam sensor right there and locks. So now we basically have all those back on. So now we're going to use our magnet again. Go in here, slide them to the side. Go in here, slide it to the side. Whoops. So we don't want to lose any of our bolts, because if you drop them on this car, it's a pain to get them back out. And the final boss right there. So now we are going to do this. We're going to run these in by hand. But only after we get that all the way back down, and which I kind of messed up a little bit there, because in the process of putting this all the way back down, you got to tighten up this other little stud right here. So we're going to use our big fat needle nose pliers. So we got those in. That's down. So we're going to run these down by hand. We're going to do the tops and then the bottoms, and then we'll go ahead and stick on that little support piece for the harness, and the one on the very end for the fuel line, and then we'll be done, minus a couple little details of, you know, verifying no more check engine light and all that jazz. So I like to use like a really long tool for this, because, well, actually I don't have the old speed handle like I used to have, which would be fantastic for this. But I'm actually using a 1/4 inch ratchet to put this on. Because this is a plastic manifold, and these are small screws. They're not super high torque. This is not like we're bolting a cylinder head on. one of the things you definitely want to do when you're working with plastic parts is you don't want to go real slow while tightening. You want kind of a quick one, because if you go real slow on plastic, you can distort the plastic and end up over torquing your bolts. So those are all tight now. Now we're going to put this one back in. We're going to make sure that we have all of our screws here in place. Get a P30. Set the ratchet to tighten. Tighten that down. Put that on, plug that one in. These two, they are real similar, but not quite the same. Put that one in. And that one, actually I think we can put them the other way, because they're the same thickness. Actually they are, yeah, same. Put that one. Put that one on. So the next thing we got to do is take our 7mm, come over here and tighten up our hose clamp. Very hot and very humid here in the Atlanta area today. Tighten our 13 up, the little nut holding the support leg. Again, this is not a high torque, so you can use a stubby ratchet. Set that over there. Now you have a couple of black screws. They go in here, and your one silver screw is going to go over here on this end. These two black ones are a little bit different than some of the other ones are on a lot of the cars. So you'll notice a lot of times that some of the black screws are a little bit longer than the silver screws are. It kind of depends on what they go through. Some of the older cars on the end one here, they had a thicker bracket to go through, so that screw was even longer. So if you do find there are different lengths of screws, pay attention to that so you don't end up running a screw in too deep and cracking something. And now I'm going to plug in our final connection, and then, well, next final connection, and then plug in our throttle body, push these little clips back into place. We're going to set our airbox in, plug in the mass airflow sensor, and then we're basically finished. Now, we'll take this, go ahead and plug that back in. Put that on, clip that in, pop that on, and put that back on. And then we can go ahead and do the one thing that I didn't do that I was supposed to do. See, this is why you really got to pay attention to what you're doing. It's because sometimes if you get ahead of yourself, you got to backtrack. Luckily, that wasn't a very deep backtrack. So now we're finished. So that's it. Injector harness installed.